Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology and I make self-development content for the girlies. As you would have seen in the title and thumbnail, today's video is about NYSC. NYSC is, again, you can skip all this part if you already know about this or you don't want to know. But yeah, NYSC literally stands for National Youth Service Corps, and a lot of people don't know that. You can go ahead and Google what it is about, what it's for and everything, but I'm going to say, like, in layman's terms, it's basically a period of service. It's supposed to be mandatory for every Nigerian graduate. It's a period of service where you are deployed, most likely to a state that you are unfamiliar with, to go and serve your country with your knowledge, your talents, and everything. You are given allowance by the government and make sure you are taken care of by the government to an extent. It's just an allowance, okay? It's not a lot. The main aims are for, national unity, giving youths the opportunity to like learn in places of work and through there get actual job offers, and also just the opportunity to like help your country out, It is also structured around 4 main phases. You have the orientation course, which is camp, place of primary assessment, community development service, and winding down and passing out parade. Orientation course is basically camp, the training that you go through there. Place of primary assignment, where you are literally serving, like that is the whole service in question, where you're serving, where you're working, or whatever. Community development, you're supposed to show up weekly and do some things for your community. They're mostly meetings, but then like you're actually supposed to do things for the community. And then there's the like winding down, passing out parade, like when you reach the end, like stuff you do around then. So yeah, that is it about like what NYC is in quotes. I encourage you to Google it, or you can stick around and wait for what I have for you at the end of this video. Now let's get into the details. Let's talk about what happens way before camp. The process of getting into NYC and starting and everything literally starts from school, while you are still in school actually. So when you are done with your 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, depending on what you are studying, your last clearance, so you've been doing clearance at the beginning of the session, right, this whole while for like years, and then your very last clearance, that is at the end of your final session in school, that is where it starts. So you go through that process, you do your last clearance. When you are cleared by your school and you have gone through the whole clearance process, right, your school then takes your name and puts it on different lists, right? The main one that I will talk about in this video is the Senate list, where your name is put on a graduation list and a matriculation list, although I think that is by JAM and not by your school. So your name is put on, like I said, matriculation list, graduation list, and Senate list. Now the Senate list matters. Why does it matter? Because it is from that list. If your name is on that list, your details are on that list, that is when you can register for NYC. Not everyone can register for NYC, right? There are certain criteria you have to meet, including being on that Senate list. And your name only appears on that list after you have been cleared by your school, and your school is like, okay, this person has fulfilled everything that they need to do, we can now release them. So it starts in school. Make sure you do your final clearance on time if you want to like catch up with the next batch for NYC that you are planning to go for. So you're meant to check if your name is on the Senate list, and then you can proceed to register for NYS. Now, moving on to registration. This is another thing that you can't just do anyhow, right? If you want to register for NYC, you have to register at accredited cyber cafes. You cannot go to any cyber cafe or press it on your phone and say that you have registered. It does not work that way. You have to go to accredited cyber cafes. I feel like mentioning the price now. You should have anything from like 5,000 to 8,000. Anybody that's charging more than 8,000 is a scam. Please don't go there. Ask them for the price. There's also a list to know which cyber cafes are actually accredited. I mean, you can go to the ones in your area, right, and actually ask them, oh, like, I guess accredited to register for NYC, because NYC has a list and they only go through the people that are accredited on that list, right? So you can go to cyber cafes around you and ask, oh, are you accredited? Some of them have signs there, they will let you know, but again, it can't be any kind of accredited cyber cafe. There is a site though that you can go ahead and check for the ones in your area. You just go in, you put in your location, I think, or either that's why you have to really scroll, but I'm pretty sure you can go in and search for your location and search for cyber cafes near you that are accredited. If you go to Google and just search NYSC accredited cyber cafes, I'm sure you'll find it. But it is also in what I have for you at the end of this video. So please stay till the end, okay? So after you have gone ahead to search for the accredited cyber cafes that you can register for NYSC, I'm gonna want to encourage you to like call them, ask them what time they open, ask them how much they charge for registration, just to prepare yourself properly for that registration day, because registration day is not funny. It is not funny at all. At least mine wasn't funny. Some people don't can go easy. My set C2. It's okay. Let's move on. So yeah, you're gonna want to call, get the necessary information you need, and prepare yourself for that day. Now here comes registration day. Registration is actually very easy and very straightforward. The problem just lies in like how strong your internet connection is, and the fact that millions of people are trying to access one site at the same time, and that's why there's usually headache during registration days. But other than that, it's very straightforward. When you get to the cyber cafe, there'll definitely be someone there to help you out, to guide you. Even like other people that are registering will be there to help you as well. There are certain information that you will be asked that you should find out and prepare beforehand. Let me just check my phone. So things you should go and find out beforehand may include like your place of birth, your blood group, your genotype. They ask for state of origin, they ask for your local government area, health status, contacts, a bunch of stuff. Yeah, so just go and find out, especially those health things, places of origin. You should have those things ready because you will be asked. Now after registration, this is the part where you are going to be waiting for a bit. If you're registering, I believe you should know when camp date is. These things are not secrets actually. There are things that are announced. If you are following like their official channels, other, their NYC groups on like WhatsApp, Facebook, Telegram, there are accounts dedicated to this stuff. So if you're following them, you will know when things are happening. You will know your camp, the date you're supposed to go for camp, but you won't know the location yet. But you know the date you're supposed to go for camp. You know these things. So after registration, you're going to be waiting a bit. There are two things you're going to be waiting for, like after registration, between the day you registered and the day you're meant to go for camp, right? And they are called your call-up number and your call-up letter. Your call-up number is like a code that you are given after registration to be like, okay, this person has registered, this is the number, this is your, like, it's like an identification number. You'll be given another one in camp. That's your state code. That's also an identification number. But this is just like as a what's that stuff called? What are they called? Yeah, prospective core member, PCM. Yeah. Your call-up number is like supposed to be your identification as a PCM. So yeah, you'll be given the number. There's nothing, I don't know, I haven't really understood what's so special about the number. Definitely the number is important, but what most people use it to do is direct posting. I'm not encouraging you to do direct posting, but I'm just saying it's something that is done. And then your call-up letter is the letter containing where your camp location is and the states that you are serving. Like all those details are there, along with some other things I really cannot remember. I am so sorry. But like the cocoa of that is just literally like where the camp is, where the state you're serving is, and this is the letter that you'll be presenting when you get to camp. That's the it was soldiers that looked at mine. So the soldiers will look at it and be like, okay, like, yeah, you're supposed to be here. You can go ahead and like go into the camp. And then also like during that process, so like after you have gotten your call-up letter, there are other documents that you will be given as well, like a green card, addendum, a few other documents that I once again cannot remember, but will be in, I call it a gift. It's a gift now. In the gift I have for you, all the details will be there. Don't worry. Thank you for sticking with me to this point. Comment something. Comment addendum with a heart, with a pink heart, just to confuse everybody if you have gotten to this point. Thanks. Yes, you'll be getting certain documents. You're expected to print them out, have photocopies, and you'll be taking those documents to camp. Now the next stage in your NYC journey is camp. Camp deserves its own video, and I'll be making that video after this one. If you're watching this after I made that video, lucky you. I will link the video here or in the description down below. But camp has its own videos. I want to tell you the rules and regulations, what to pack, everything. That is a separate video, so don't worry, just stick around for that video. But yeah, you go to camp, you do your 3 weeks of hell. Some of you might enjoy it. If you enjoy it, I'm happy for you. Me, I don't talk about it. But yeah, at the end of camp, the last day, you will be given your PPA letter. Your PPA, like I said at the beginning of the video, is place of primary assignment. That is literally where you are going to be serving. It's going to be containing the organization you'll be serving at as well as the local government you are under. When you are giving that letter, you're expected to leave campgrounds and head straight to your PPA for them to accept or reject you. Yeah, that's right. The PPA can decide they don't want you and that becomes your problem, or they can accept you and you can start serving there immediately, I guess. In the event that a company should reject you, you will need to find another one, but I believe that it is NYSC's responsibility to post you somewhere else, except you have a request letter from another organization. So my advice to you is that if you are rejected from your initial PPA, the organization, go and find another one that will be willing to give you a request letter so that you can take it, and then you can just be posted to that one that you want, than them looking for somewhere else for you, because that does take a lot of time and it's a very stressful and annoying process. You have a PPA that has accepted you, you do your documentation. Documentation is basically you're going to your LGA or secretariat. I look, you don't even know what it's called. You shall go there, don't worry. When all these things happening to you, you remember what I'm saying and to start to make sense at that point. You go there, you just write some stuff down, they take some of your documents, like that. Don't worry. As it's happening to you, remember what I'm saying. It's something that you can understandably not understand right now, but it will be all of you going through it and it will make sense then, I promise. But yeah, just going there, you're filling some forms, you're dropping your your call-up letter, your PPA letter, just information about you, your state code. Like I said, you'll be given a state code in camp. That's your identification code. Nobody really cares about your name anymore. That is your identification now. And yeah, you just do your documentation at that place. Yeah, and the rest of your service year, which should be up to, I don't want to get this wrong, but 10 months, 9 months. The between when you go to camp and when you're doing passing out should be 12 months, so I don't know, you'll figure out the math along the way. But yeah, the rest of your service year is going to be spent at your place of primary assignments. Every week you'll be expected to go for certain meetings that are aimed at community development. If you joined certain groups in camp, your so we call it CDS, your CDS might just be aligned with the things you participated in camp, or it will be assigned to you at random. You will also have monthly clearance, and what else? Yeah, you'll have your CDS every week and in monthly clearance, just to make sure that you are still serving and doing what you're supposed to be doing during your service year. I'd really like to talk about how to get a good PPA, because if you're going to be spending a whole year of your life somewhere, at least it should be a good experience, right? But that will be in another video, as well as my video about camp experience, what you need to know, and every single little detail about camp. Thank you for staying until this point in the video. Like I said, I do have something for you. I have gone ahead to create a guide, the ABCs of NYSC, every single little detail you need to know. I couldn't put everything into this one video, and even if I wanted to fit everything into one video, the video would be too long. I don't even think it's possible to do it, quite frankly. But in this guide, it's going to be super easy to read, to go through. You can keep it, and then when you forget something, go back to it. It's packed with so much information about what you're doing in school, the list I mentioned, what is graduation list, the Senate list, the link to the Senate list, the link to get accredited cyber cafes, groups to join to stay connected with other prospective core members and even core members, how to get a good PPA. If you don't want to wait for that video, because that video is coming out much later, if you don't want to wait for that video, go and get this guide, because I talk about it in the guide before I am even going to make the video. I'm even telling you how to take advantage of this period and make it the best year it can be. Just every single thing to make you over prepared for NYSC, it is in this guide, okay? It is something I highly encourage you to go and get. The link is in the description down below. I know you love it. I pray you will love it. So yeah guys, that's it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to know about self-development, NYSC, uni life, student life, school, so many things that I talked about on this channel. Make sure to like this video, make sure to share this video to your friends, to other prospective core members who would need this video. Love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.